name is Marissa. I'm 24. I'm from Canada, but
That gangster cowboy Riz. Holy shit, this cannot end well.
In a single relationship?
no. I'm single.
Single?
No OnlyFans. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not.
Wowee, what a Sigma male. Bro for real has that cowboy Riz.
Can we make a petition to delete all these fucking Sigma male edit YouTube accounts? Jesus Christ, they're getting really bad.
What's your opinion on smoking weed?
First time I ever did it, I was 31 years old. Wish I'd have never done it. I don't advise anybody to do it. I think it's bad for you.
Motherfucker is sitting here telling young men weed is bad for you, then goes on to drink straight alcohol and smoke a cigar. Bro, what do I even have to say about this shit? Alright everyone, welcome back. Today I found TikTok's goofiest alpha male. This right here is Justin Waller, who is pretty much just Andrew Tate's right-hand man. Justin is an entrepreneur who has a construction company or something like that, and for good reason, everyone just pretty much calls him an Andrew Tate clone. He goes around on podcasts reiterating the same shit he does, but essentially just makes it so much worse. I want to make this clear right now that I agree with a lot of the points that Justin makes, and I think he's clearly an intelligent man with a lot of good advice, but some of this shit is just straight up goofy, bro. Let's see how long before I cringe through the floor.
I've had a six-pack since I was 24 years old. When I do abs, I only do the bottom two abs. How many guys have you met who's like, oh, I got the top two? Bro, my fucking grandma's got the top two. It's your ribs, asshole.
I only have the top two.
Exactly.
Bro really thinks he's a legend in his own mind. The reason Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate have blown up last year and the year before is because they say the same shit that Justin is saying here, but they just say it in an authentic and entertaining way. It just seems like that this guy's trying so fucking hard, but it just sounds so awkward and weird.
Yeah, bro, my grandma got the top two.
Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
You ever do a side plank? Yeah. Okay, cool. Go up and put your hand on them. Make sure it burns, and when it finally starts to burn, bounce. Pulse on that bitch. Fuck it up.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry, but fucking bounce? Motherfucker, are you a trampoline? Look, I get it that he's on a podcast and he's gotta say some weird shit to stand out, but goddamn, I cannot be the only one that thinks that this shit is a little bit weird.
I used to do that 2 minutes at a time on each side. You kind of get that 300 look. I'm telling you, you'll have a six-pack faster than you would any other way.
I gotta try that.
It's an absolute cheat because it pokes through the skin and it creates a shadow.
Pokes through the skin and creates a shadow. I think that just means you're building muscle, Justin. He's explaining this like it's some elaborate plan.
Bro, it's gotta poke through the skin.
Like, bro, you're literally just building muscle. Now, don't get me wrong, I do see some truth in what he's saying, right? That does make sense. But holy Goofy, you could not have explained it in a more sus way.
If people are gonna tell me I shouldn't have children with multiple women, my argument to that is, okay, asshole, you got married to this girl, you were a shit husband, she left your ass, then you got married to this one and had kids. Now you have step parents and all this messiness involved. Well, what if I was just a good father and good husband to 2 or 3?
Alright, I can tell you right now that if my dad has kids with 2 or 3 other women, I would not like him very much. You can sit there and say,
oh, Monk, you're not a Sigma male. You don't want 3 wives.
Look, I understand that some cultures allow it, and you know, it is acceptable in some parts of the world. But bro, the idea in a Western society, and this guy's a patriotic American, by the way, the idea of having multiple wives is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Imagine what this guy would think if one of his daughters became the 3rd or 4th wife to some rich random guy in Dubai. I can guarantee he wouldn't be very fucking swell with that happening, would he? I mean, seriously, you having multiple wives means you cannot love any of them, bro. You just love the sound of your own voice.
And they all looked up to dad, and I was making all 3 of those families' lives 10x would it have been if they would have got with your lame ass. Or you think I don't believe in family? I believe in family 3x more than you. I have 3 families.
Wow, the rise of the fallen Sigma.
I mean, bro, there is no way people are taking this shit seriously. So because you've split your life in 3, you can now realistically only love each family 33%. I mean, that's just how it works. Do you think you believe in family more than other people because they only have one family? Have you ever seen a bigger legend in his own mind than this guy?
Dude's paying for the whole house, and his wife lets him put a shed in the backyard. Yeah, it's gonna be my man cave. I used to build a bunch of them when I was in my 20s when we do small construction projects. Back then, I'm like, oh, cool, man, whatever. I just want to make the money. Now, I'd be like, punk, oh, you mean you bought this 2,500 square foot brick house and she doesn't even work? And you get a man cave in the back so you watch a football game?
Okay, now this is where I actually kind of agree with him. But the way he's putting it out like, oh yeah, punk, is so inauthentic. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're not 5 years old. But the idea of a man who's paying for the entire house and getting bossed around by his wife and she lets him have a man cave, yeah, I do agree that that's pretty fucking stupid. If your wife determines whether you can watch a football game in your own house, then you need some serious marriage help.
Dude, I'll sit on the fucking kitchen table and watch a game at my house if I want to. No problem. Coffee, please.
Okay, Justin, you had it perfect, bro. You did not need to add that last part. Shut the fuck up.
Your ability to look a man in the eye and shake his hand with a firm handshake and keep eye contact. I talk to guys all the time, especially like if I get stopped for a photo or something like that. Sometimes I notice that they can't look me in the eyes for very long, or they want to look down. When you believe in yourself, when you're confident, when you're not a snake, when you know who you are, you keep eye contact.
Okay, you know what? Again, there's really nothing wrong here. I agree with every word he's just said. And this is what I was saying at the start of this video. This guy's very intelligent, right? He knows what he's talking about. He's rich, he's successful, but goddamn, the Tate formula of going on podcasts and running your mouth is just not for you, Justin. Please stop with the cringe.
Now, it's not the weird kind of like never blinking. You're there with them and you're able to keep eye contact. I think that's very important to build trust, because most of the time if somebody can't keep eye contact with you, there's something aloof in the situation.
Okay, can I talk about this music for just a second? This Sigma male bullshit with the music on YouTube Shorts is actually rotting my brain. Dun, 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 dun. Like, shut your ass up, goofy ass music.
I didn't say I didn't have family or children. I just said it was none of your business.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I might have multiple family. Oh. You never know. I might like family more than you, so much I have 5.
That's just not how it fucking works, Justin. You don't love family, you love yourself and your own desires.
Do you think that's a good thing to have multiple families?
I think it's good if there's one dad and there's not a bunch of step-parents involved, and the dad can be the hero, and those 5 families live a 10x better life than they would have otherwise. Yes, ma'am, I do.
I would honestly not be so mad if Justin was my dad, if he wasn't such a narcissist and didn't have 5 fucking families. I would much rather have a broke dad in one family than some rich idiot dad, but I'm in one of 5 families. Like, bro, how do you grow up like that? It's almost like you're insignificant to your father.
I'm not jealous of my marriage.
Like, I don't care about your marriage. I'm talking about mine. Well, my life is going to be, so I don't answer to you. So that's my answer. I'm going to run my situation exactly how I want to. And generally, when I do that, that's when I have the most happiness, let's say.
The title of this video is Justin Waller puts married feminist in her place. I don't think that could be any further from the truth. You can just tell Justin got upset because he knows he's fucking wrong. The woman in this clip, who by the way clearly isn't a feminist, said, "I'm not jealous of my parents' marriage." You know, because they're normal and have one family. And then Justin goes on to say,
"Oh, well, I run my family how I want because it makes me happy."
So you don't care about the welfare and mental state of everyone in your family. You only care about the happiness it brings you. Tell me you need an ego check without telling me.
That man is going to get up and go through stress every day.
Justin Waller destroys Virgin Mary. Let's see how Cowboy Waller destroys Virgin Mary, whatever the fuck that means.
Face the challenges of the world while you have a pretty cush life. Men have always slept with multiple women. It's not fair, it's bullshit. I know it hurts, I know it sucks, I know it's not a good thing to say, but it is absolutely true.
So it hurts, it sucks, and it's not a good thing to say. Then why the fuck do you do it, smart ass? No one's forcing you to. Now look, I'm not saying it's horrible to be with multiple girls if you're single. Like, bro, if you're single, then sure, be with 8 women. I don't really care, and it doesn't matter. But if you're in a committed relationship with someone, like you've literally made an agreement to be loyal and vice versa, you don't break that just because,
oh yeah, I'm the man and I do what I want and she's not gonna leave me.
Like, bro, advice like that should not be given to the masses. It's so bad.
And you are at the top of your sexual marketplace value. Let me tell you where you're not. You're not at 30 where you're out of time and you want to have children and you're absolutely in love with the man and he loves you in every way and you feel safe around him. You're not in that position yet, so you can't see an outcome where you would give a little to take a little back.
Give a little to take a little back. Or the man could be an actual fucking man and just stick with one woman that he loves without feeling the need to fill his ego with useless extra women that he doesn't love. You see what I mean, bro? Like, what this guy says sounds nice because he's in a black suit with a fancy watch on a table and, like, you know, there's cool music in the background, but the words he's speaking are just fucking stupid if you actually listen to what he's saying. Please, if you're watching this, understand that you do not need multiple wives to be happy. Just stick to one like a normal, loving human.
If you lined up every man in the world and you said you can love your girl, be a good father, be completely honest, sleep with as many women as you want within reason, and make sure you respect her, never embarrass her, and get to go home and hold her at night, look left and right, nobody's around, every man on the planet would hit that button.
No. Some people are just loyal, respectful husbands, Justin. I just love the way he words this shit. Yeah, you can be a good father, you can love your girl, you can sleep with as many women as possible. Like, motherfucker, you can't just group that shit together. It's like what the LGBTQ do, right? They group everything together. My take is that if you're gay, lesbian, bi, I don't give a shit, do what you want. as long as you're not shoving it in my face, I don't care. But then they threw the T into the mix and say you must accept that all trans people are 100% for a fact the gender that they say they are. And if you oppose that view in any way, then you hate the whole LGBTQ as a whole. Like, whoa, you can't just group that together, bro. Let's focus on the separate issues on their own. Anyways, bro, I'm done. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.